My parents bought this, the complete saga of Star Wars, before The Force Awakens came out. This was released in 2011. 2015 rolls around, and Force Awakens comes out. And then Last Jedi comes out in 2017. And now The Rise of Skywalker is coming out, and I couldn't be more excited. Welcome everyone to the Coalition of Friends YouTube channel. My name is Garrett, and today I am going to do something different. This is going to be a stream of consciousness, thoughts, theories, predictions about Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I have a lot of thoughts which I've written down in this here little notebook, and I think I could be right about something that they're going to do in this movie, or just be completely wrong. Nonetheless, it's fun to theorize, it's fun to think about what could happen, and I'm really excited for this movie coming out December 20th of 2019. The shirt's also a promotion. I'll include lots of links in the description of other theories and videos that I have drawn some of my stuff from. These are not fully original thoughts. Some of them will be, some of them won't. But this is just what I'm going to think about this movie and things that have led me to believe things about this movie and whatnot. So first off, Rey's parents. I want them to be nobody. If we're really going down the route that Rey has actual parents, nobody. I like that. I like that thought in Last Jedi. That was a very good addition. I do not want it to be a legacy character because I don't need a legacy character to be her parents. Everyone wanted Leia and Han Solo to be her parents, and that would also mean that Kylo Ren is her brother. I don't like that. I don't. Other people thought it was she was Luke's daughter. I don't like that. That doesn't fit his character, considering he left, unless he left because he had a kid, but he didn't say that before, so why would they just bring that in now? My thoughts about Evil Rey is that she is a clone. This is one of those theories that's been around. Film theory, the film theorists covered it, and I believe what they have to say is true. Palpatine is coming back, unfortunately. Hopefully he's just a Force ghost and it's not really Palpatine. But then we really don't have a villain because of Kylo Ren, who I'll talk about later. I think that Matthew Patrick is right in the sense that Rey's evil thing that we saw in the second trailer is Palpatine's clone. In the theory, he talks about many things that Palpatine, many exit strategies that Palpatine had in case he died or had to be presumed dead. One of which could have been the cloning of Rey or himself to make Rey, which is why she's able to have the powers, the amount of Force, which is why she's able to have the grasp of the Force that she has. And contingency plans, they're called contingency plans, and I think that is true to the extent. If not, that is just a Force vision she's having, and that just possibility of what she would look like if she went down the true route of the dark side, which I don't know why they would continue to do that if she fully did not go into the dark side in The Last Jedi. The next thought I have about The Rise of Skywalker is about Luke himself. What is he going to do in this movie? His voice is in the final trailer, and what I think it's going to be is that Luke is going to be a Force ghost who is still training Rey. Rey still needs to learn a lot. There's no way she can defeat any full evil person the way she is now. Anything would just be luck. She needs to have her own skills, which she's been developing. I mean, the first two movies are in the same linear timeline. They happen one right after the next. This next one, the way I assume it, there's a time jump. Maybe 5 years, 10 years, enough that, as we see in the trailer, the Resistance has grown. And I have to believe that there's a time jump to where Rey has learned more and Luke is the one that has taught her. Maybe we won't get a full time jump, in the sense that the movie will start at a time jump. Maybe the movie will begin with Rey being trained by Luke, and there'll be a montage of her being trained by Luke. The next thought I have about this movie is about Kylo Ren, who I fully think is going to get a redemption arc. Maybe not a full redemption. Maybe he'll sacrifice himself at the very end for the betterment of the people, so that is kind of just like Darth Vader. I mean, they have been drawing parallels through the original trilogy. If he does have a redemption arc, I think he will fully call himself Ben Solo. We get that really quick snippet in the final trailer of him and Rey taking down what I believe to be a Vader like monument thingy that he has in his ship. I also think that Kylo Ren could really be our villain. He's not a big enough villain. Jeremy Johns did this fantastic video about a year and a half ago a year ago about why Kylo Ren is not a good villain. He doesn't like have a foreboding threat. He's not scary. Sure, he can kill you, but he's not talking to you in a really crazy way, like in a threatening way. He just yells, and that's not scary. That's not means you don't have power. Finn in this movie is going to be not separated from Rey. Part of the big problem with The Last Jedi was that Finn and Rey were separated until the very end of the movie, and the chemistry they had on screen together in the first one was so good. It was so convincing. It was fun to watch. I'm sure they had a blast acting together, and I missed that, and I really want that to come back in this movie. His arc is not going to be with Rose. Rose is going to become a very side character. People did not like her. I enjoyed her, though I did not enjoy the casino stuff. Finn is going to maybe actually get the Force. I think he's going to actually become one with the Force. I'm not sure on the technicalities of kyber crystals, but he did have a control over the lightsaber for a brief period of time in The Force Awakens. Does that mean that the crystal accepts you as its like owner for the lightsaber? So my thoughts with Finn is that in The Force Awakens, he had enough midichlorians inside himself that he was able to wield the lightsaber. That doesn't exist anymore. Rey is going to probably make a new one, or she'll just have a new lightsaber. Or maybe the opening thing will be like, she hasn't found the lightsaber, kyber crystals aren't really there anymore, and the opening thing is like her finding a new crystal to make a lightsaber out of. Poe Dameron, I feel like he could die. He's the one character I'd be fine with dying. He, in my eyes, had his full arc in the first movie and the second movie. Mainly in The Last Jedi, it was his arc. And maybe they could set him up to be the leader of the Resistance, or the leader of whatever good side comes out of this. Possibly he might learn how to govern, which is what Leia, I think, failed at. The good guys never knew how to govern things, to where when they defeated Palpatine the first time, they never had things set up to where stuff would be good afterwards. So one of the questions we have left from the final trailer is this clip about C-3PO.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
And I have a theory about what he means. And this is going to take us back to The Last Jedi. So in The Last Jedi, it was told to us that the villains, bad guys, Kylo Ren, First Order, it was given to us that the First Order has technology to be able to track people through light speed. Cut to the Rise of Skywalker. It's been 5 years later. They've been hiding from the First Order. And they go on a mission, and the First Order finds them. They're in the Millennium Falcon. They've gotten Lando Calrissian in because he is the one, other than Chewbacca, that knows the Millennium Falcon as well as Han Solo did. Lando is going to try to figure out how to make the First Order not be able to track their ship. And I believe C-3PO has the technology inside him, so they're going to use old technology to fix new problems. There is something inside C-3PO that they are going to take out of him that will cause him to not have function anymore, which is why he's like, I'm going to take one last look at my friends. And C-3PO is going to sacrifice himself for the betterment of the ship. Will he die? No, he's going to come back at the end. But that is, C-3PO has always been one to shy away from taking action. He's always been the worrier of the group. And this time, he is going to make the direct action to have something happen. Leia, she's going to be alive, just not present on screen. I don't think they're going to kill a third legacy character in the next movie. That's why I think Lando is going to be alive, Chewie is going to be alive. The Millennium Falcon itself is going to be still there, although it could die, maybe, so that they won't have, like, in future Star Wars movies or television shows. I want to talk about the title itself for a little bit. I think that the Rise of Skywalker possibly means the rise of Ben Solo, who is technically a Skywalker, being a lineage from Leia. 2, Rey is going to become as a Skywalker and she's going to have her rise into full greatness and save everyone. Or 3, which is what I think the most, is that the Skywalker is going to be what the new Jedi are called. Like, Rey's going to make a school, she's going to do things that Luke didn't do, she's going to make it right. At the end of The Last Jedi, we see a little kid who has control of the Force. And I believe that means we could see a new generation of Jedi. But I think because of Order 66, that the Jedi are fully dead. That's why, like, Return of the Jedi was important in the first trilogy. And we had to see why in the prequel trilogy, why the Jedi were no longer and why there had to be a return of them. Maybe the Skywalker can just be like their team. Maybe the Resistance finally has a name other than the Resistance. And we are going to get the Knights of Ren in this movie. We have to. It was hinted at in the first movie. We saw a brief flash of them. And we have to have it in this movie. I don't know if they're going to be good. We were going to have them in The Last Jedi. They were going to be the red guys. And then Rian Johnson wanted those people to die, taken out by Kylo Ren and Rey. So they couldn't be the Knights of Ren. They couldn't be people that followed Kylo Ren. My thoughts, if we do have the Knights of Ren, they will be under him, but fully controlled by Palpatine if actually he is there. And a thing that's going to make Kylo Ren turn to the full good side is Palpatine is going to order the Knights of Ren to get rid of Kylo Ren because he is not anything good anymore. Take him out fully and we're done with him. Not dead in a sense, but like he could be believed to be dead maybe. I also want someone to lose a limb. If someone doesn't lose a limb, I'll be upset. Sure, C-3PO lost his arm in the first, or had a different arm, but that's not someone getting something cut off on screen by a lightsaber. I want it to be someone's leg. We've already had enough arms and hands. Can it be someone's leg? That's all I ask. JJ, can you see this? And then make it a leg before anything else happens? I know that it could just be a random off character, but like, I would like someone to lose a limb. And those are my main thoughts about The Rise of Skywalker. If I come up with any more, I might add some stuff in the description as I think of them, so check back in with this video closer to the movie just to refresh yourself on what I think is going to happen. I think this is going to be very good as a movie. I really love the sequel trilogy so far. The first two movies are such an enjoyable time in the theater. I had such a good time, especially with The Last Jedi, and each reveal, each twist. I really enjoyed them. And I think JJ, going with what Rian Johnson did, can maybe fix some things that we didn't like, and he can save this trilogy. Otherwise, I don't know. It has to stick well. This is the end of the Skywalker saga, and I have to hope that things go in the right direction. Question for this video, let me know in the comments down below what you think will happen in Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Who do you think is going to die? Who do you think is going to survive? Who's going to be good? Who's going to be bad? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more of my videos, hit subscribe and that bell notification so you get told when more of my videos get posted. And I will see y'all in the next video. I have this lightsaber, which is very fake. Very much a Halloween costume. When I was in 8th grade, yes, 8th grade, I bruised the bone in my right heel ankle area. Because of soccer, I did something to mess that up. And I had to be on crutches the day of Halloween. It was like the 30th that I got put on crutches and I had to go trick-or-treating. Yes, I trick-or-treated in 8th grade. That's fine. You're an 8th grader. You gotta get the candy somehow. You don't got money yet. And I didn't know what to be for Halloween, being that I think I was gonna go as a Jedi nonetheless, because I love Star Wars. And then my mom dyed a robe because we didn't have money. Got this very cheap lightsaber. Even though when I would like swing around, I would get in trouble for doing so, because it's dangerous. Even though it's very not like good plastic. And she attached it this way up on my crutches to where this is the bottom of the crutch and this is the top. And I have a dyed brown robe, and I walked throughout the entire neighborhood on crutches to get candy. Of which I also couldn't eat because I got told days before as well that I had to be gluten-free and corn-free. Not anymore, but that was a rough Halloween.